How many of us has prayed the prayer of Jabez? Lord, bless me indeed, enlarge my territory. I know I've done it before. How many of us has prayed for a spouse? Lord, give me a wife. Give me a wife, God. I want someone. Lord, bless me with a husband. Lord, bless the fruit of my womb. I want children. I desire children, God. Some of you went hard for 30, 40 days, 60 days because you wanted a change. And God granted you that change. You wanted a new career, that job. And now you complain about that same job that you asked for. You complain about that same wife that you so desired. Ma'am, you have not cooked for that man in 6 months. You roll your eyes when he walks past you. It's true. It's true. We often ask God for blessings only to find out we're not fully using them. Or sometimes we've even grown tired of them. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We have asked for healing in our bodies. God, if you heal me, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Have not done one thing. Have not done one thing. You asked for it. You asked for it. By the way, I'm Dee Dee with Motivated to Soar. So let's get right into it. Desiring without intentionality. Asking versus acting. Sometimes we ask God for things but don't put in the work to use them very well. For example, we might ask for a new opportunity, but when it comes, we let fear, distraction, or routine stop us from fully engaging with it. Yeah. So we have asked for something, that opportunity. Now you have the opportunity to showcase your skills and you're not doing it. He has given you a platform and you're not taking well advantage of it. Perfect example. Some of you guys said, I want to start my YouTube page, and you're not taking the time to post, or you're not taking the time to fully do your research, to really engage your audience. You have a career opportunity on your job to really showcase how you can manage a project, how you can work well with people, how you can communicate effectively. You're not showcasing the skills that he's giving you. Some of you guys have skills of nurturing children, and you're not using it wisely. You can show people the way. You can mentor people, but you're not using your skills. You're like, God, give me the opportunity to do this or to do that. And you're not even using it. He's giving you the opportunity, and you're not using it. Being good stewards. God blesses us with gifts not just to benefit, but to be stewards of them. Stewardship means taking what we're given, nurturing it, and using it to bless others. I talked about that in my last video. How we are put here to bless others. We are here to serve others. Maybe you have a gift for praying. Are you praying for others? You don't have to pick up the phone and call them to pray for them. You can pray for them in your own room. I do it all the time. Call out their names. Or if you want to pray with them, I use my phone sometimes and I'll just leave a voicemail. I don't even need to talk to that person. I just leave a prayer on their phone. You don't know what someone might need. Maybe you can pick up the phone and ask someone, do you need a ride? Can I take you to get groceries? Learn to be a service to someone. Let's stop being selfish, but take the gift that he's giving you and nurture that gift. I know a lot of people who are good with selling things. Are you using your skill? Some folks are good with doing hair, nails, taxes. Don't ask me to do taxes. And my cousin gets on me all the time. She's like, girl, you can do your taxes. You're just giving away money. No, 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 no. I have an expert. And I know she gets sick of me sometimes. But I'll be coming to you in a few more months. Get ready. You know who you are. And I thank you. And I love you. Kisses, girl. Yeah. 2, growing tired or losing appreciation. Renewed gratitude. It's easy to take blessings for granted over time, whether it's a job, a relationship, or even good health. Oh, y'all, let's pause right here. Somebody can't raise their hands. Somebody can't tell God, thank you. I glorify you. Somebody just can't even, put their hand around their mouth or just lift up. Some people can't stand up, sit up straight. Some people can't use their voice. We can use our voice. We are taking our health for granted. Let's change that today. Somebody want to be in your spot. You don't want him? You don't want her? You're abusing her? You're abusing him? You're abusing your kids? The same kids you pray for? And when I say abusing, not spending time with them. You're running behind a job. You're running behind having a bigger house, having a bigger car. Spend time with your children. I just saw a video with LeBron James, and he was just talking about that. The fact that he's now able to play with his son. His son is on the same team as he. And he was like, you know what? I am just eating this up because when I first started in the league, I didn't have time. I was away, playing ball all everywhere. And I didn't have time with my kids. And I'm getting this time back with him right now. We're one-on-one on the same court. That's a blessing. God will renew the time. He will restore the time for you. But what are you doing right now with your time? What are you doing right now with your family, with your kids? Don't take it for granted. Kids, don't take your parents for granted. They're not going to be here all the time. Pick up the phone. Call your mom. Call your dad. I got sidetracked with that one, y'all. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. Okay. Aligning with God's purpose. I'm on number 3. Purposeful requests. God sometimes blesses us with things that we don't use or value simply because they weren't aligned with His bigger plan or desires for our purpose. By asking for guidance on how our desires can serve a greater purpose, we align our hearts with God's plan, which brings a different kind of fulfillment. We want to make sure whatever we're asking for is within God's plan. Are you asking for that just to be asking for it? What are you going to do with 10 acres of land? What? Are you going to bring on cattle? What are you going to do with it? Do you want it just to show off? We got to ask ourselves these things. Do we have all of these things because we're trying to show off to other people? Who cares nothing about us? These people don't care about us. Stop trying to showcase and live up to the Joneses' expectation. Ask God, what's for me, God? Show me what's for me. Give me the desires of my heart, but what are those desires for? What's your motivation? What's your motivation? Are you trying to get something to one up somebody else? Or do you really want that because that's the desire of your heart and God is going to use that as a tool to reach other people? I keep going back. How are you serving others? I talked about yesterday about the mouth. How are we using our words? Are we using our words to encourage and bless others, or are we trying to tear people down? Remember, you asked for it. You asked for it. What are you doing with what you have been blessed with? You are accountable to be a good steward over it. I hope that what I said touched at least one person, and you are going to be able to move forward and make changes. Until next time, take care.